You can't keep both. You chose. Just like you chose first when you got names and ages wrong. You can't keep both. And if your plan is to honor and cherish and forever, you might want to show it some respect, even though it, I feel all kinds of ways about that. Maybe stop wearing my clothes, for starters. Because the thing is, man, you and I both know those weren't left behind, okay? You and I both know. Changing at work, stuff disappearing. I noticed all. Things not coming back. I knew for a long while. I knew. You remember that hint? You remember that hint when I was on, top? I was like, should dye my hair dark, become miniature. I knew. I knew clothes weren't coming back. I knew changes. You and I both know those weren't left behind. Maybe you should show it some respect and stop wearing my clothing. You can't have both forever. Show it some respect and honor. Even though it showed us none, still does not like plays games. Thinks there's competitions and play like it always has. I'm not competing with, nor have I ever. I assure everyone involved in that I care not. I knew for a very long time. I knew. Maybe cherish and honor it by not continuing to ensconce oneself in until's last family in order to keep and still. One does not do that if they are desperate to get a camper and get away from. Stop acting like I'm competing. Like it has for a very long time when it did at the store, and other things, and the make-believe and false phone calls of stalking and otherwise throughout this year. Stop that. Never once has that been the case. Never. I don't care enough to do that. Never have. I've known. In a way, I know you found what you needed, which is somebody who will look the other way, who is into the same things you are. That's fine. You've looked and you found somebody who will let you buy with. I was not that person. I was never going to be that person. I'm happy for you. I'm also sad for you. But I'm happy for you. Please move forward. Please. Please. Congrats. Carry on. Let normality run for us. You found what you needed. And that it is somebody who will turn a blind eye. To me, I feel sad for it too because it's sitting there while you wear my clothes, while you cozy up to flying monkeys, while you ensconce yourself in. And it's fine with that. While Ed and you still play games. It's not right, man. It bothers me that I know histories where it doesn't have its own, does not raise its own, and use it as own to try to ensconce itself far before the last days in our child's profiles and stuff to keep an eye on you, us, our children. That bothers me. It bothers me with its history and with its current, I don't know, pain levels. All right, it's being talked about. You know that that's going to be a no for me, dog. But my promise will always be kept. You know who I am as a person, and you know I'll never have anyone around for the safety of ours. No dating around, no introductions to ours with them will always remain safe. It's something you know to be true of me, and it will remain so. You know I've got this one, and the one soon to fly. Till the end of my days here. And far beyond. That they do come first. Still quite fidgety like you. When it's wholly ass not interested in something. Right? Still drawing beautifully. Still a beautiful soul. Always will be. A very sensitive one as well. A butterfly with a strong voice, if left alone. And I ask not for classes and things that are cruelty. I ask for growth. That's it. And you know, the thing is, the other day with that fake call, that came in, And after all the threats of, yeah, whatever, basically to try to keep me busy last week, right? But, that hurt. That hurt what you're claiming to care about. Problem is, I can't decide if it was fully Adrian over there. And those you and Lion Flying Monkey were sitting on panels with the other day. And those who are making it look like you gave them the green light hours before the knock even came. They were waiting on the green light. Weird. And then those who named you by name said you'd given permission to say something so false and untrue. While I sat here and sit here still with proof that that was not true. And still, only police will be able to tell who was truly responsible for that. I know they were not happy about anonymous female callers, so they shouldn't even have to. And it buffered some more picked up. We're not happy, so they shouldn't even have to take that shit. But then, for some weird reason, what Adrian / Karma said and was disseminating is a lie. And I could play it for the world to hear, but I'm not going to do that yet. I am all the way tired of rabid dogs. Vicious ones who call for violence against, who stir up people to target, who are trying to annihilate the lives of and to hurt the very things they proclaim they're here for. For profit, gain, petty, vindictive, weirdness, who knows really. They're all needful little things over here. But it all flows back into the threats, doesn't it? Manifesto notes, certain dates, Google accounts, coming for you, wait for the knock on the door all week, post by, oh, was that Piper? Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, sure was. Piper, the handler of, who still talks to, who has been talking to, supported me my ass.
He's not. Let me tell you a little bit about Andy, just so you know.
Yeah, like just so you know.
I think people are interested to know who he is. Let's just say I didn't know any of this about Jody Sue. If I met Andy, I would think he was a very, very nice person.
I wouldn't know any of this about Jody Sue. What do you mean? Yeah. Who's been telling you things about Jody Sue? Behind the scenes. For how long? It's kind of what the fuck they're about, you dumb bitch.
He was quiet. He doesn't talk a whole lot. And it took me about 6 months. Well, what I say the other day, it took
6 months prior, when I wasn't even using anybody's nickname online yet. But we all know it goes back further than that, even. 6 months prior to May. And then even further back. So what does it mean by, I wouldn't know any of this about Jody Sue? What does it mean? What does it know about Jody Sue? And how? Huh? Behind the scenes for how long?
I think he was a very, very nice person. I would think.
Yeah. It's kind of what the fuck they're about, you dumb bitch.
Was quiet. He doesn't talk a whole lot. And it took me about 6 months. Well, what I say the other day, it took me forever.
Weird. And then it hides every video as it goes along, including the one where it says, all the recordings, he warned me that this effing bitch could use them in court. So that's the reason I'm not playing them tonight. And then instantly hid. Remember that? Those can be requested in court. I don't care how many posts it wants to. Hide and make look like it's only been a month. I mean, things it changes, which makes it look real funny. Especially since I have the original post dates, recordings. Now all of a sudden it tries to make those look like only since July. Weird. Smart man. To figure out why it's doing that. Especially his Tuesday nights. And how apparent that's going to be to people who can clearly hear. Did y'all hear that? Y'all just heard the honking, right? The blinging on the horn. Yeah, right? Yep, y'all heard it too. But what was that on ABs and all them? Like, she see me come back there honking, doing this, we don't. Exhibit A. Yeah, okay, buddy. All day, every day. But yeah, I'm just crazy. It's fun. Nah, they're getting their 2 seconds of whatever it is they get is fake line panel writers and everybody in this small town dies famous bullshit. Well, none help. Summer. They just want to be part of something. Fuck them too. Not interested. So anyway. YouTube ain't fame, TV. But that call. I think we'd all love to know where that fake call the other day accused me of the worst thing on earth came from. No such thing was ever said. Not ever. And there's proof. Reiterated over and over and over again proof. That you, nor that I never said and you were never told that. So somebody at some point is going to have to speak on that. Somebody at some point is going to have to speak on that. Because that was never said. And it was not told to you as. So is this group trying to set you up for it? Or are they just trying to make lives hell for it? What's really happening? Did you really give them permission to say that? To allow that? Did you give them the green light, like they say? To release it online, like I said? Like somebody told you? But I do know this group played a very real role in that. Because there's absolute proof that, I don't know, like Slithers somehow knew hours in advance. Proof online of that. That they were setting up for. Weird, huh? Hours before that even went in. Tells me they did indeed have to have contact with somebody. But who? But were they really told that, given green lights for and by you? I don't know. It's why I think it pertinent that if it's not a game, not set up goofiness, not more weaponized. Flip script nonsense. And you meant what you said for the right reasons and good reasons to first fly. That there be no more middlemen. There be no more of this. And you reach out with whatever app and on this number, doesn't matter. You know where I'm at. Push record. Before they either set you up any further